everyone. Welcome to this call. I'm super excited to be doing this. Super excited. We're going to be doing some big things, have some really massive things going on. All right, I'm going to be giving away some cash, baby. Okay, we're doing the 30-day rank up challenge. It is really formulated for a 90-day challenge, to be honest with you. Okay, I was told basically 90 days can change your entire life. And it is absolutely true because I have proven it time and time again. And you all know that I was able to hit legend in about 90 days, all right? Because all it takes is literally 90 days to change your life. So what I'm gonna go through is we're launching the 30-day rank up challenge, all right? And I remember I was sitting down and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I love challenges. Type of one if you like challenges. Type of one if you like to challenge yourself. If you like to just, do a challenge and see what can happen. I'm the type of person who's like, what if I did everything I knew I needed to do and I want to see what happens. That's how I am because I like to have a lot of fun. I like to make things very simple, stuff like that. I'm always looking for a challenge. Like right now, I'm doing a health challenge. I'm getting in I'm getting in shape. I'm doing exercise, drinking more water, I got like products all over my house. I have like 10 different network marketing company products all over my house. I got coffee, I got CLA, keratin shred, whatever. I don't know. I got so much stuff because people always send me stuff, but shoot, hey, whatever. But I love doing challenges because if you think to yourself, it's the magic of what if, all right? How many of you understand that what if, because some of y'all know what y'all need to do. I'm just going to be honest. Some of you all know full blown well exactly what you need to do on a basis, but it's a matter of will you do it? And it's so important that you program your subconscious mind and that you understand that the things that you are doing on a daily basis is causing your results. It's so important that you understand that you can change it at any moment to make yourself do what you have to do, okay? So I love a challenge, so we're gonna do this 30-day rank up challenge. Like I said, I was sitting there, I was thinking about, oh, we should do a challenge. And then I know Selena, she called me and she said, oh, I just did a random Zoom meeting and we started a 30-day rank up challenge. And I'm like, oh, yes, I was just thinking of a challenge. So we kind of got together and we were like, we're going to do this and we're going to incorporate the whole entire organization. We really want to help everyone become successful and do big things. And I'm going to break down some things that you can do. And hopefully you have a notebook and a pen. If you don't have it, go run and get it right now. I want you to actually write this down. I do not want you to put this on your phone right now. You can put it on your phone later, but I want you to actually write it down because I'm a little old school when it comes down to manifesting things and stuff. And it's really important that you understand the power of actually physically writing it down. Because when you do that, number one, your subconscious understands all of the cells in the neurological, whatever, scientific, whatever they call it. It's been proven that when you write things down, you retain things more and it goes into your subconscious, which is your powerhouse, which is your creative power. So here are the steps that you need to have success with what you are doing right now, okay? So the first step, what you want to do is physically write out your goals, okay? And finish the launch manual in your whys, okay? Let me repeat that. So you need to physically, on paper, okay, write out your goals and finish the launch manual in your whys, okay? The launch manual, everybody should have a copy of the launch manual. It's so important that you have that. The reason you want to make sure you have that basically what you need to do, okay? So the launch manual, does anybody not know where the launch manual is, or anybody does not have a copy of the launch manual? Anybody not have that? And I can show you where to get it if you need it, or I'll put it in the chat. Anybody not have the launch manual? All right. So the reason you want to write this down as well, because every new member that comes on your team, you want to make sure they do these steps, okay? This is called duplication. It's one thing to bring people into a business, but it's another thing to get duplication. That's one of the most highly coveted skills in the industry that we are in. So I see a lot of people saying I do not. So that's so important, all right, that they have it. So let me go and grab it for you. It's a PDF. Hold on one second. Oh wait, I need to. Oh, well, there it is right there. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure I pull it up. Hold on one. Let me check. All right, y'all wrote that down. Training Elites group. All right, PDF. Let me go to the files, and I'm going to copy this for you. Let me see. Is there anything crazy on my screen before I share it? All right, so some of you are in different groups. All right, some of you may have an upline that has a different group. That's okay. I'm going to show you where to get it if you are in this training group as well. Right here, the paid elites group. This is for paid members. All right, and it is down here in the files. You just if you're in the group, you just click files. Files, it has an array of information, which this part is going to be important as well with your personal development. All right, if you go down right here, it says the launch manual. Okay, this is the Tradera launch manual. A lot of the leaders on the team took hours and hours to create this so that you can properly launch a global business. Okay, so you need to have a copy of this. Let me copy this and put it in the chat. All right. All right. This whole strategy of getting to where you want to be is based off of simply following instructions. I kid you not. It's all about being able to follow instructions, which I think now that I see things, I think that being coachable and teachable and following instructions is a skill at this point, because some people don't know how to follow directions. You'll say, write this or do that, and they'll go do the whole opposite, right? So, yes, it can also be found on the Game Changers website. Boom. All right, that's the link to the PDF. Okay. What is the Tiffany? What's the link to the Game Changers website again? All right, we got Operation Promised Land.world. Operation Promised Land.world. This launch manual can also be found there. Here you go. And it's also on the Game Changers website. So write those down. You want to have a list of all the resources you need to be successful. Okay. So you write out your goals and finish the launch manual and write out your whys. The whys are incorporated in the launch manual. Your why is basically, what is the reason that you're doing this? And it has to be a strong reason. It can't be a reason that's just not strong enough to make you do what you have to do, okay? You also, on step one, I'm still on step one, you also want to go buy a calendar. Go buy a calendar. This is so simple, but very, very, it's just, I don't know what it is. People don't want to get a calendar. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't, but you need to get a calendar. When I was a struggling marketer, I stumbled upon a video, and the person on the video, they bust out their calendar. They was busting people out, to be honest with you. They was literally chopping people's heads. Like, it was, I've never seen it before. It was like, what? You need to get a calendar. What does your calendar look like? That's why you're not successful. You don't have a calendar. Your calendar should be filled out. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, nobody ever told me to get a calendar, but I sure got a calendar. And I said, I'm going to make sure my calendar is full, because if you have an empty calendar, if you don't have a calendar or you have an empty calendar, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know really a lot of successful people who don't at least have like a notebook or a calendar or something where they're scheduling all their things. So go get a calendar, please. All right. And you want to watch the back office overview and schedule these activities. Okay. So you want to watch the back office overview and schedule these activities. So here is, you're going to need this stuff for later, because when you're bringing people on, you want to make sure they do this. I promise you, if you follow these steps and you teach your team to do these steps, I kid you not, you will hit legend, literally. Okay. So the back office overview, let me get that for you. I'll put the video here. All right. It's also in the launch manual, but it's also, let's see, mini training. I did a little mini training because I had questions on like placing people and stuff like that. Right here it is. Back office mini training. It's only like 20 minutes. It's not that long. But it's going to kind of walk you through your back office and help you understand how to check your numbers. It's important because it's going to be hard for you to rank up if you don't know your numbers. If you don't know how to look in your back office and, you know, see what you need or see who needs to go where, you're going to be that type of person who has 5 or 10 people on leg one and is asking, why are you not night? Okay, right? So back office mini training, please take that. Copy all this stuff that we put in the chat, okay? Copy all the information that we put in the chat. So this is all step one, is write out your goals. When I say write out your goals, what is your goal? What date are you gonna hit founder? What date are you gonna hit night? What date are you gonna hit noble? Okay, at least those first 3 goals, the dates, okay? And we usually recommend that your goal is to hit founder within 24 to 72 hours, okay? And the fastest way to hit founder is literally to put your husband, your wife, your daughter, your kids, your cousin, your aunt, your mom, put them in your first 3 positions. That's the fastest way. All right, y'all got that? I'm teaching y'all this is how you get a lot of numbers in your organization without even realizing. If you teach this to people, what I'm teaching to you, you're gonna look up and you're gonna be legend, okay? So the fastest way to go founder is honestly to tell if you are a mom or a dad, you should be the ruler of your family. That's what I'm assuming, right? And your kids should be able to do what you tell them to do. So tell them to sign up, okay? Say, hey, I got some information I want you to look at. Just look at it. Let them look at it, okay? And then follow up with them. And then whatever they say, just tell them you need to sign up anyway, okay? That's what I did, okay? I told my dad to sign up. I said, Dad, look at this information. We're going to teach you how to trade. I know you've been at your job forever. I can show you how to trade. And you don't have to recruit people if you don't want to. You don't have to sell if you don't want to. Take a position at the top of my organization, and I'm about to really blow this up, Dad. I'm about to hit millions of dollars. And he said, all right, okay, geez, okay. He signed up. Same thing with my husband. I just told my husband, son, I'm like, Aaron, put information in this website, okay? All right, and then I put in my LLC. So boom, founder, hey, y'all like that type of yes, if that is simple to do, right? Let me know. Am I wrong, or am I telling you anything wrong so far? That's simple. Okay, simple. You have to have confidence in yourself. If you got a best friend too, listen, you've been my best friend for how long? I need you to join this business. I know maybe you don't like doing this stuff, but I want you to sign up right now for me. Can you do that for me? All right, I'm gonna take care of you, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you learn how to trade. Best friend, boom. It was a lady who was in the system. She was in for months. And she started seeing people fall under her. She didn't do anything yet, but she saw people falling under her. She finally told her best friend about it. Her best friend is one of the top freaking bosses in her town. You see that? And I'm like, why you didn't tell your best friend? That don't make sense, right? Simple. So I know it's not nobody on here who just absolutely don't know anybody. You have no friends, no family, no kids, no husband, no wife. Okay, it's very rare that you actually see that, right? So we got that. So my husband, he got his mom in there. He has his dad in there. He has his uncles in there. We all doing it. We just really just like, listen, we love y'all. Trust us. Sign up for this program. We really, really are serious about this, and we want you to be a part of it. Okay, boom. So the first goal, I'm going to repeat it again because repetition is key. Write out your goals and finish your launch manual, okay, within 24 to 72 hours, and write out your whys. Finish that launch manual. Fill it out. Don't just go through it and be like, oh, I went through the launch manual. Okay, did you write it out? Okay, when I ask when you're going to go founder and you don't know, like, it's like, whatever. Got your calendar? Check. So when you have people sign up, did you get your calendar? All right, Kelvin, did you get your calendar? I know you just signed up a day or two ago. Did you get your calendar? Did you write out your goals? What's your goal for founder? When are you gonna hit this? When are you gonna hit that? Blah, 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 right? And you're doing that, all right? So that's all step one. Everybody got that? Let me know if everybody got that or not before I go to the step 2. Okay, y'all got it? Boom, awesome. So the second step is you need to create a spiritual / morning / evening routine, okay? You need to create a spiritual morning / evening routine. At the end of the day, any strategy that you learn is just a strategy, okay? It's a strategy. But over 97% of you hitting what you want to hit is really in your mind. It's in your spirit. We do not battle against flesh and blood. We battle against the principalities of the higher powers. That's in Ephesians 4. Don't quote me, but it is in Ephesians. Once I read that, I understood like we are fighting a spiritual battle. Whatever we want, it is a spiritual battle. Until I got my body right, my mind right, until I got my mind together, nothing was working out for me. So you need to create a spiritual morning and evening routine. What is the main things that it needs to consist of? Okay, you can add what you like, but you want it to have a way that you can do it within 2 to 5 minutes, and then you want to have a way for you can do it in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, and maybe you have an hour. I have one that's like really quick if I don't have time. Before I look at my emails, before I talk to anybody, I do that routine. I have a short one, I have a medium one, and a fast one. What is the main things that it needs to consist of is affirmations, all right? Prayer, reviewing your goals, okay? And turning your goals into the affirmations, okay? So affirmations, if you do not have a copy of the affirmations, the main affirmations that I use for business success, for life success, they are in that group as well, okay? Let me give you a copy. Many of the people who have used this have had extremely massive success. I know Haziq Ali, if you don't know who that is, he's absolutely amazing. And he does affirmations. I was introduced to affirmations through Dondre. He's on Facebook. He told me, he said, you should start doing affirmations. This when I was really, really struggling. I started to do affirmations. My life has never been the same. All right. So affirmations, here is an example of the affirmations that I use. These are the basic affirmations, okay? So they are right 25, right here, webinars, 2-week syllabus. You can click see more for more files. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. It's under here, right here. Wham, 25 affirmations for your inner entrepreneurs, right here, okay? And these are absolutely amazing affirmations. You want to do your affirmations in your morning routine. You cannot skip more than 3 days. You should not skip more than 3 days in a row, okay? So I'm going to put this link in here. These are your materials. I'm giving you all the materials that you need and all the materials that you need to use. There you go, right there. Boom. So those are the affirmations. There's a prayer and reviewing of goals. These are like mandatory ones that you want to incorporate in your morning routine, and you do not want to skip more than 3 days, sorry. And those affirmations are affirmations I have been saying them for 3 years. I've been saying I'll be a millionaire every single day for 3 years, not skipping more than 3 days. All right, you will notice that your body will feel better. You will feel more happier. It will be absolutely different when you do these affirmations. The other one is prayer. If you believe, whoever you believe in, pray to whoever you believe in. Because at the end of the day, it's about your belief. What you believe in will be your reality. So that's why I incorporate prayer, because I believe in a higher power. Because I believe in that so faithfully, it is happening to me. So if you believe in Buddha or whoever you believe in, I don't know, pray to whoever that is. All right. If you don't believe in nobody, you believe in aliens. I got one person on here, he believes in aliens, right? I don't knock them. Hey, believe in your aliens. Tell your aliens to come help you then. Hey, but this is who I believe in. This is who helped me. All right. Reviewing your goals. When I say reviewing your goals, you want to review your goals because there's so many people. You have to train your subconscious mind to do what you want. If you keep putting your goals to the side, if you don't have your goals all around your house, you're not going to remember it. And then you're going to forget, you're going to be distracted, blah, 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 right? And then you want to turn your goals into affirmations. So when you turn your goal into affirmations, for example, I do this format. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a legend, right? In Tradera, you got to be specific because the universe is kind of tricky. And if you say, I'm so happy and grateful, I have a lot of money, that's not specific. But when you turn your goals to affirmations, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a legend in Tradera on, I forget what date that was it? I forget the day, but I had it down. I was saying it and saying it on the date, exact date. So it's May. So I would say, for example, May 10th, 2020. And then I'll put an exclamation mark and I'll put woohoo at the end because it's all about your emotion. I hope I didn't go too fast, but that's how you turn your goal into affirmation. Another affirmation that you want to incorporate is having leaders come into your business. Okay, so when I first started and I watched my upline's organization, when I saw his organization, I'm very, very analytical. I'll tell you that, right? As I watched my upline's organization, he was getting ready. When I came in, he was like, dude, all right? I was like the last leader in his first leg or second leg, I forget, that he needed to go legend, right? So when I watched it, he told me he was in his legs. He said, you in my first leg. He said, Lavere is in his second leg. He said, another guy, I'm not gonna mention his name because you're doing the most. This guy, he was in his third leg. I'll just say Blake because I like Blake. He's doing really, really well. And when I looked at it, I know who Lavere was. Lavere was the guy who's in Trinidad. He was doing calls every day, Monday through Friday, I think, or every day, I think, 6 days a week, for the whole team, right? He was doing all the calls. He was doing all home meetings. He was doing all of this stuff, this network marketing stuff that I always was told that you got to really do. I'm like, dang, you got Lavere in your other leg, and then you got me. You know, I'm about to freaking snap. And then you got freaking Blake in your other leg. I said he had a leader in each of his legs. So I was like, oh man, I get it then. Because once I got in, and then I started ranking up, he went to King. He hit King, and everybody was like, oh my God, somebody hit King. And then we kept going, and then he hit Emperor. And I was like, I get it. I was like, you need one leader in each of your legs, at least 1 to 3 leaders in each of your legs. I get it, right? So because I knew that, and I know the power of affirmations, I created a leadership attracting affirmation. Who will type of 777 if you would like to know the affirmation that I use to attract leaders into my business? Number one, you got to decide to be a leader, okay? You can't attract a leader if you don't decide to be a leader at the end of the day. If you don't decide to go hard, you don't decide to do these steps, you will never attract a leader, because leaders are attracted to other people who have really good work ethic and stuff like that. So I see 777s. Let me get this affirmation for you. It's very, very powerful, and I have attracted several leaders, and I know it's because I was speaking this. I was literally in my bed. I was like, I'm so happy and grateful now. This is a powerful one. Hold on, let me get it for you. Let me get it. All right, and when people would come on a team or leaders come on a team, I would give them this same affirmation. I would say, use this affirmation because it surely worked for me. It definitely worked for me. The day I created this affirmation is when 2 days later, that is when Megan hit me up. Yep, I kid you not, literally 2 days later, she hit me up. She never talked to me in years. She busts out of nowhere, hit me up out of nowhere. And I was like, hold up. That was scary. I said, I need to do this affirmation more often. I did it again. A day later, it worked again. I said, okay. Now, I have been doing affirmations for a while. If you're not consistent with doing affirmations, it's kind of like superpowers, right? I have been building up on it, so my vibrations was high enough to make it come faster. So the higher your vibrations are, the more you feel good, the more happy you are, the less you are depressed and sad and grieving and all that stuff, the higher your affirmations are going to work. Okay, so let me get this for you. Sorry. Oh, here it is. I found it. Here we go. Y'all ready for this affirmation? All right, now. Boom. Let me put this in the chat. Where is it? Sorry. Here it is. So let me make sure. Yep, you got to be positive. You got to be happy. Here it is, right here. Y'all see it in the chat? Is I am so happy, just in case people watching the recording. I'm sorry if you, that's why I say people got to show up, because sometimes it's better to get on it live. So it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I am attracting and signing up leaders in my Tradera business that build teams of 500 people in 30 days or less, today and every day in each of my 3 legs in Tradera. Woo! Come on now. How y'all like the affirmation? That is specific. That is powerful. I'm telling you, say that affirmation out loud, okay? When you do affirmations, it's not in your head. You're not just thinking it in your head. You can think about it in your head, but you want to speak it out. So when I was invited by Holton Bugs, he flew me out to California, me and my husband, everybody in the room was like 7-figure earners, okay? And when he got on there, you know what he said? He said he do his affirmations 1,000 times a day. I said, I'm not surprised at all. I knew that they were very, very powerful. I don't know if it's all right. Yes, he said he do them 1,000 times a day. I was like, whoa, I was only doing them 1 time a day, let alone 1,000. So copy that. and say that on a consistent basis. I am so happy and grateful now that I am attracting and signing up leaders in my Tradera business that build teams of 500 people in 30 days or less, today and every day, in each of my 3 legs in Tradera. Woohoo! That's what I said. All right. When I first said this, now I remember saying this 2 days later. Like I said, she signed up and now she's an empress today. And I told her, I said, watch, in 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to hit princess. In 4 weeks, I told her all her numbers. And guess what? She manifested it. She manifested. So when you bring people in, you want to be able to give people goals. Like if I ask somebody their goal and I don't like the goal, I'll say, you should, this is what my goal is for you. I learned to do that from people who was making hundreds, 6 figures monthly. Because sometimes people will say goals that they just so comfortable with, and it don't create a sense of urgency. So y'all got it? Y'all like it? Okay, good. So y'all got the second part. That was only the part 2, y'all. So that was the second part. Everybody got part 2? Create a spiritual morning and evening routine. It must include affirmations, prayer, reviewing of your goals, and you want to turn your goals into affirmations in the format of I am so happy and grateful now that I blank, blank, blank. In the present tense, not I will, not I'm trying, that I am in the present tense, okay, on specific dates, and then exclamation mark. You can put woohoo, or you can say whatever you say, whatever your saying is, talk how you talk, okay? That's just how I say stuff sometimes. I'll be jumping up and down, doing my affirmations. I get excited and I feel as if I have hit it, okay? So boom, now I think everybody got it. Yes, yes, boom, 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 boom. All right, so step 3 is you need to make your massive success list, all right? You need to make your massive success list and set up your marketing site. So you can set up your marketing site if you want to, that's optional, but we do have a marketing site. Get with your upline. Some people use freeforex.co. David Luciaga, he created that. That's what I used in the beginning. And then we moved to another marketing site at Operation Promise Land Our World. And then if you have an upline on your upline, they may be using something else. I don't know. Whatever they're using, ask them what they're using, okay? Because you can get the videos in the one place. You can send them to the website, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But you need to make your massive success list. Write it out physically. Let me repeat that. Write it out physically. All right? Write it out. Write it out physically. The reason you want to have these steps down is because when somebody comes to you, listen, all of this is psychology. When somebody comes to you and they say to you, well, I don't have anybody on my team. I talked to a few people, blah, 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 da, 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 da. You can literally pull out your success plan that I'm giving you right now, and you can ask them, okay, which part on this success plan are you on? If they don't know, that means they don't know the steps, right? Boom. Okay, whoever it is, don't share your screen, baby. I don't know who's doing that, right? Make your massive success list. So you want to have your top 10 people on your list, the people who are ambitious, who are successful, yada, yada, yada. And then you want to have another, 50 to 100 plus people on your list and building it. Meaning you write your list, your top 10, okay, top 20, whatever, and then you have the rest of them, 50 to 100 people that you just know, you've seen before, barber, stylist, Facebook friends, Instagram people, everybody in your phone. All those people are people who can get it, okay? You should be talking to everybody you know and everybody you don't know. So you want to write out this list physically, all right? Write it out, okay? And then you should have an ongoing list. All right, this is a problem. This is why people will say, well, I don't know anybody, because now you are a professional network marketer. If nobody ever told you this, we are network marketers. So we network with people and we build relationships consistently. Nobody should come into a business as a network marketer and fully want to hit these residual income, not understanding that you should be out friending everyone. Like Holton Bugg said, he said, out-friend everyone. He says, nobody will out-friend me. I'm constantly making friends everywhere I go. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Facebook, new Facebook friends. Facebook friend here, Facebook for Instagram people. Hey, how you doing? What do you do? Oh, well, I do this. All right, great to be friends. You should always be making friends, okay? If you do that, you'll never run out of people to talk to. The people who don't know who to talk to is because nobody never told them, and it's okay, you're learning now, that you should be out friending everyone, okay? Hopefully you wrote that down. You have your current start off list, and then you should have your list that you're still building on. People the extra people outside of the 100 that you know. So if somebody come to you and they say they don't know anybody, and then just ask them how many Facebook friends they have, they're gonna be like, I have like 300 Facebook friends, 500 Facebook friends. So that's like, I thought you didn't know anybody. When we say no, we mean like ever encountered, ever added as a friend, ever saw before. When I say no, I mean like anybody you ever saw before. Okay, so that's like thousands of people. All right, step 3 is make your massive success list, okay, with your top 10 people, 10 to 20 people on it, and then 50 to 100 people that you know or have met before or have seen before. Write them on your list, and then you have your ongoing separate list that you're constantly building upon, like people who you didn't put on the first list, new people that you're meeting, stuff like this. By the end of the year, this should grow to 600, 1,000 plus people. Your network is your net worth, okay? Your network is your net worth. I have met people who have absolutely changed my life. Estella, I have a friend in Houston. Estella, that's my girl, that's my family. She's like a family to me. She helped me get into my house. When they was playing around, because I've been in network marketing so long, I've been self-employed, they said, oh, your income has to be like this. You have to have profits versus rewards. It's still so dumb. And then I had something on my credit that I had to get off. My husband had some old stuff that who knows. And she said, oh, I know how to do that. And she helped me get into my house. I had to pay a large sum of money, but hey, we got in here, right? If I didn't know her, I don't know where I'd be living right now. I would have probably had to wait till I hit legend to pay the whole thing off, right? Same thing. I met Selena. She's like family to me. All the people who I work with, I consider them like my family. Like, you can call me if you need to call me, if I have time, of course, right? The people I've met, like, put me on to stuff. I put them on to money. They plug me here. Like, you gotta meet new people. You have to. You have to be around successful people as well. All right, so y'all got number 3? Somebody said, I didn't have a Facebook. Make one. Make one. That's okay. Just make one. Go on YouTube and say how to make a Facebook, how to add a friend. Boom, there you go. So 3 is make your massive success list, okay? Write it out physically. Make sure your top 10 to 20 people are on there, okay? And the rest is gonna be about 50 to 100 people who you know or you've seen before or you met before, or they're on your Facebook or your Instagram and your phone. I'm telling you, if you are over 18, you probably have met over 1,000 to 2,000 or more people already and not realizing. So you gotta be aware of who you know. Please be aware of this. I used to be like that, and I watched the video. I'm saying, how do I build this business? I don't know what to do. Nobody is helping me. I don't really know people. You know what they told me to do? They said, text everybody in your phone, hey, I found a way to get your rent and all your bills and all your debt paid for the rest of the year. They said, text that to everybody in your phone. I didn't know what I was doing. I texted to them, and then once I texted to them, I sent them a website. I was blind, right? And then, you know what? My dad, he was like, oh, I'm interested in this. I made like $300 that day just from doing that. Like, people don't realize all of the people that they know. So does that make sense? Everybody got that so far? Everybody got that? Step 3? All right, and you also have the ongoing list where the new people that you meet, other people who you didn't get to fit in that other list, all right, and so forth and so forth. When I went to that seminar on how to make 7 figures in months, they said when they first made their list, that it was over 2,000 people. They wrote a list of over 2,000 people. They was calling everybody in their phone before they launched, okay? That was a lot of people. I'm like, ooh. Okay, number 4 is launch your business within 24 to 72 hours, within 24 to 72 hours, okay? Launch your business within 24 to 72 hours. Make your first post and invite everyone on your success list to a launch call or a opportunity meeting. Man, I wish I had this information when I first started marketing. Oh my gosh, Jesus. All right, number 4 is launch your business within 24 to 72 hours. Make your first post, all right? And invite everyone on your success list to your private launch meeting or the next opportunity webinar. So you want to get with your upline and see if they can do a private meeting with you and your people on your list, or they want to direct you to the next opportunity meeting. That helps it become duplicatable because not everybody is ready to present. So you may have joined somebody, they may not be ready to present, or they may not feel like it, to be honest. So they may just plug you into an opportunity meeting. That's okay, right? So make your first post. Maybe you post something like, in the launch manual, it give you some posts, okay? It actually do. So that's why you want to go to the launch manual, so you'll know what to do. So everybody you create on the list, they need to be invited to the call. So you can use the script, the money script. Is it everybody have the money script? Does anybody not have the money script? The money script. How do you invite people? Work to be comfortable with being out of your comfort zone. No, yes, needed. Okay, so yep, so using the script. So this is helping you when you're guiding your new people. That means that they need to have the script. So you need it. Okay, so let me make sure you get the money script. Hold on a second. These are all of the resources that people who have been using who are now being successful. Okay, so let's see. Okay, members. The money script is in the elite group. It's in the training files. If you have a group for your team, make sure you have that money script in there. Here we go. It's in the files right here. It is money script right here. Right there. All right, here is the money script. Boom. Here's the money script right here. I know Misty used this script to bring in 40 people in 2 days. So it works. It works. And what did she do? She said she messaged everybody on her success list. She messaged 30 people every 2 hours. She took a break, came back, 30 people every 2 hours. That's what she did. Okay. The more you expose people, hold on, did I get it? Let me ask. Oh, it's not finishing it. Let me ask. The more people you expose, the more money you make. That's network marketing, to be honest with you. The more people you expose, the more money you make. If you expose a little people, you make a little money. If you expose a lot of people, you make a lot of money. It's really that simple. So when I went to that event, like I was saying, let me ask. What is that? Let me ask. Where is it? It's right here though. It's really, really good. I'm just gonna copy the last half. And here, boom, 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 stop share. There we go. I just showed where to get the script. Oh well, I gotta put the link in here from the group. If you're in the training group, just copy it and make sure your team gets it, because it works really well. And it's all about duplication. It's all about what works, y'all. It can work for you, but if it don't work for a lot of people, then that's the thing. So here it is. I'm just gonna put the link. All right, what do you say to people that say it's a scam? Well, honestly, I don't get a lot of people who say that it's a scam because I do target marketing. I talk to people who are already entrepreneurs and ambitious, but if it comes to like family members, some of my family members say, what scam you doing? They say that. They so weird. But when they say that, I automatically know that they are not my ideal person. Like, I don't try to convince people that it's not a scam. I say, okay, well, you have a great day. Or I'll say, like, what is your definition of a scam? But honestly, when people say that, get ready to argue unless you don't want to. That's why I just say, okay, great, you have a great day. Because I know it's going to come a whole argument. I'm going to be saying, no, it's not. They're going to say, yes, it is. Even though they haven't even been in, or haven't experienced it. It's so stupid. Those type of people, I'll just block or delete, or they just annoying. I don't waste my time on them. It's a waste of time. I move on to the next person, basically. All right, so y'all got number 4, launch your business. All right, you can get, I know there's groups who create flyers for people to launch their business. So they'll make a little flyer. You can do Canva, Picolage, and just say, hey, put the person picture when they launching their business. They doing a private meeting and you present it for them. You can make them a little flyer with a picture on it and say, you know, for example, say Lisa's private Zoom meeting. We are showing people how to, you know, make residual income, something like that. Put it on the flyer, put the Zoom information, boom, invite it. That's can go, you can put the opportunity meeting on there or whatever, but you're launching your business and everybody on your success list is invited. Okay? No time for, right. So y'all got that? Very powerful. And if you're a leader and you do presentations, you can tell the people like, I'm going to do your launch, blah, blah, blah. Or if you don't have time, get them on the opportunity. That's how you do it. Okay. That's launching them. They make their list, invite everybody on their list. That is how you launch them. Okay. So everybody got it? No. Everybody got step 4? Okay. I got it. Okay, good. Step 5 is to introduce your new members to an upline leader. Proximity is power. You are not alone. Step 5 is introduce all new members to an upline leader. Proximity is power. You are not alone. Okay? You want to introduce your people to somebody, your upline, whoever your sponsor is, introduce them to them. You can introduce them to somebody above them, et cetera, et cetera. But they do want to be introduced to somebody in the community just so they can, you know, feel like, okay, we are a team. Everybody is working together. And it creates an environment of success because proximity is literally power. You can literally be around a super, super successful person. Just sit next to them, you'll feel a vibration. You will literally feel a vibration. Or you can just hear their voice. You will feel a vibration. Like I remember when I was talking to one of my mentors, and every time I talked to him, like everything started to explode for the good. Like well, because that's that proximity. So that's step 5. Y'all got it? Let me know. Everybody got it? Introduce all new members to an upline leader. Proximity is power. You are not alone. Okay? Very simple. All right. So number 6. Schedule your new member launch call and walkthrough, okay? So when you have your new member, after you did your launch, you're usually gonna have new members on your team, right? You're gonna introduce them to the upline, and then you need to schedule their launch call and their walkthrough. So like I'm doing this with you, you can do this with them, okay? Make sure they get the launch manual. Make sure they get the back office training so they can go through that. Make sure they know what to do. Make sure they write their list, right? Schedule your new members and schedule their launch call. So you basically, in step 6, you're basically repeating steps 1 through 5 with your new people. Boom. You get it? So schedule your new members launch call and their walkthrough. So you can make them a flyer. You can have them make a flyer. Somebody can make them a flyer. Get a date on when they're gonna launch their business. Get their list, all that good stuff. Get their dates. They need to write all that stuff down. Blah blah blah. And then what date are you gonna have your launch call? Boom. Very simple. Y'all got it? Can someone message me all the steps because I'm not home right now? I'll send you the recording of this. I'll send you the recording. Does everybody got step 6? Schedule your new members launch call and walkthrough. Okay? Just imagine, y'all. I'm not even done with this. How many of you, type 777 if you feel that even just doing these first 6 steps would massively grow your business? Like seriously. I know for a fact that everybody is not doing this. This is what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know this. I don't hide anything that I do. I give people my marketing side. I give people all of the things that I say to people. I give them everything. It's a matter of, do you want to follow it or not? Literally. All right. I'm constantly working my business. I'm constantly being organized and all this stuff, right? Just doing these steps, I'm telling you, you talk faster than I can invite. Yeah, just doing these steps will massively grow your business. And I think Darnell is on here. Darnell, can you post in the comments your he has a plethora of scripts, y'all. He did a video on how to do a 3-way, how to do prospecting, what to say to people. How many of you would like to see that video, like a copy of that video? It's a video that he did. It's really, really good. Darnell, are you on here? Can you type it in the chat? Is really, really good. It tells you how to talk to anybody, y'all. So, all right, good. He got it's I'm telling you, you got to get that video. Let me, yeah, once he posts it, I'll make sure I share my screen on where's that link. right? And then so that if you're watching the recording, you'll know where to get it. So going forward, use the money script instead of the fire script, or use both. So you can use either one. They both work. You can test out 50 people with one, 50 people with the other. Here you go, right here. He just put it in the chat, y'all. Thanks, Darnell. You rock. Let's see. Copy. All right, so he just put it in the chat. I'm going to actually go to YouTube where it is, so anybody who watching the recording can see. I wonder if I could put it on the whiteboard. Here it is, right here. Uh-oh. All righty. Here it is. Oh, you need the link to get it actually. All right, where let's see. It's in the chat, but I'm trying to make sure. There we go, right here. I'll just share my screen and I'll show you. If you're watching the recording, you're gonna have to copy and paste it. You see it right here. This is the link. YOUTU period BE / capital YC 9BS LK FB64. So it's right here. If you're watching the recording, there you go. Don't say we never did nothing for you. So you can send me this. Okay, yeah, I got you. All right. Boom. So step 6 is schedule your new members launch call and walkthrough. Okay, so when you talk to your new members, you're basically making sure they get these steps down. Make sure they go through the launch manual. Make sure they write their goals. Make sure they get their commitments down. Helping them create this, basically, get their calendars. They need to do that because it's a certain way to do things. And I guarantee most people are not following it. So schedule a launch call, get the date, get the time, and maybe walk through the back office with them, get on a Zoom with them if they need it. Whatever they need, you just really are helping them with. Make sure they get that video that Darnell did, get that video so they know they are educated on what to say. Make sure you tell them when they're trying to talk to people or inviting people, make sure they are not trying to sell the people. Make sure they are not trying to sell them. The only thing you are selling is getting people on a webinar or getting people on a launch call. That's the only thing you're selling. If you go into, oh, this is that and this and that, you're going to lose them. You're going to throw them off, okay? So they need to know that. And that's why sometimes people get a lot of rejection because they're saying stuff that's repelling people, okay? So I think everybody got that. Darnell said, professionals sift and sort, amateurs convince and sell. That is true. All you're doing is sorting. All you want to know is who did the higher powers mean for you to work with. That's it. And the people who say no, those are only the people who wasn't the people, right? So the 7th step is plug all new members into the training and the PS3 system, okay? So you want to plug all the members into the training. Everything that you got, they should get, okay? There's no reason that you get all this information like this training and all this stuff and then they don't get it. That's kind of messed up, right? So you want to plug them into the training. If you have a group with your leader, plug them into that group. If you're in a lit trade house, they should be in a lit trade house. If you in your uplines group, they should be in your uplines group. If you got put in the chat when you first started, they should be put in the chat when they get started, right? They need to be around everybody, okay? That's how you keep retention. When they're around everybody, they get the vibes of everybody, they're gonna win, okay? So plug all the members into all the training in the PS3 system. The PS3 system is basically what I'm explaining to you now, making sure you get the scripts, make sure you know what to say. I'm so glad Darnell did that video so I didn't have to do it. It was so good. I mean, it broke down everything, how to do a 3-way. If you doing a 3-way or they doing a 3-way, it's all broken down on there. Now you got the basic information to be massively successful, okay? So number 8 is, number 7 was plug all new members into the training and PS3 system. This system that I'm going over, they need to be plugged into that as well. So step 8, y'all got that? Yes, do role play on money script one day. Okay, we're constantly doing this. Okay, yes, boom, boom, boom. Step 8 is to schedule a weekly meeting with your team. Okay, step 8 is to schedule a weekly meeting. As you start building a team, schedule a weekly meeting with your team. Okay, this can be the syllabus. Some people are just traders, so you could be going over the syllabus with them. You could be going over this training with them. You could be going over old training, watch that training together. You could be showing them what you do on a daily basis. so forth and so forth. All right. You can be going over the PS3 system. You can go over the back office, motivation, right? Consistently, do that consistently every week. Schedule a date that you're gonna do every week. If you're a night and above, you should have Zoom. You should be doing a meeting with your team every week. Okay. Boom. You can show them where the signals are at. Show them the schedule, all that good stuff. Make sure to get the prospect meeting, so forth and so forth. I'm sorry, step 8. That was step 8. Step 7 was plug all new members into the training and to the system that I'm teaching. Right? Step 8 is schedule a weekly meeting that you will do consistently once a week or more if you want to with your team. Once you hit night or above, you should have a chat. You should have a chat or a telegram with them because you want to be connected to them. You want to be sending them motivation, tips, strategies, showing them trades that you took. All that stuff is going to keep you a successful team, right? Every week, you know, your goal is basically to every week just create, you know, excitement, create a movement, right? Boom. Somebody said 6. Step 6 was schedule your new members launch call and walkthrough and make sure you have the video that Darnell did on how to invite, how to do 3-ways, prospecting, all that good stuff, right? That was step 6. Step 7 was plug all new members into the training and the PS3 system. Step 8 was schedule choose a date on your calendar. Remember I said get a calendar, y'all? You should have a calendar with your meeting that you have every week with your team. You should have all the dates of the webinars that you're going to be plugging people into on your calendar, right? It's 5 days. I do one 5 days a week, and it's a bunch of people who do all different type of times. So ask your upline what's their schedule of doing presentations. And by the time you get good, you want to start doing, as you become, I would say, Duke, minimum, Duke, or Noble, even Noble. It's Nobles who doing their own presentations. I will say if you're going to start, do it at least 3 to 5 times a week. Okay, that's what your calendar is for, to schedule all of these things that I'm talking about. You're now becoming one of the top 10% of the world. 97%, I know, 97% or more. I don't know the numbers, but it's a lot of people who don't do this. Okay, so you got that? Y'all got it so far? Yeah, Noble and above. Even Darnell said Noble and above. You should be presenting by that time. If not, you can keep plugging people to a call. But let me tell you something. The person who doing the presentation is always the one making a lot of money. That's a little food for thought. That's what I learned. The person who doing the presentations and stuff, they always making a whole bunch of money. Because just imagine you bring people on the call and you presenting, you instantly, subconsciously have people are going to believe that you are a leader and you are somebody who they want to learn from. A lot of people like to work with people who do things that they're not willing to do. Okay, it inspires them, and then they do it. It motivates them to do it, and it makes them proud of themselves. It's just natural. Okay, so step 9 is focus and do not get distracted. Okay, focus and do not get distracted. Okay, it's easy to get distracted these days. You got kids, you got family, you got all type of things. You have to literally focus. When I was going for Legend, I didn't focus on nothing else but going Legend, because I'm the type of person, I'm just, unless you're a natural person who can do a lot of things at once, that's okay, right? I'll say at least if you're doing maybe 2 things or something, okay. But I'll never tell anybody to not anybody hustle. If you got other stuff going, hey, do your thing, do your dizzle, whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm just saying, when I hit Legend, I knew that I had to focus all of my energy into a ball so that I could hit it fast. Because the more energy that I focus on it, I know the faster I would hit it, okay? That's just me personally, all right? So focus and do not get distracted. Focus and do not get distracted. Make sure you focus on the goal, reviewing your goals, doing what you have to do, and say, you know, I am going to hit Legend. I am Legend. Matter of fact, I am Legend. Boom. All right now. Ooh, what you say? Tell them. Why you telling me? Why you say it out loud? You gonna whisper it. Say it. Really? Stop.
All right, Jesus. Twist my arm, Dominique.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, guys, for disrupting everything. I was telling my wife that my uncle that I just brought in, he just became founder, and one of the gentlemen that he works with He's about to be founder tonight. And I guess since I'm telling testimonies, I got my mom and my dad in, of course, and my sister. I hooked my mom and my dad up with some trading. They had some Bitcoin and stuff like that. And so they're already in profit over $300. So pretty cool stuff, man. We rocking it, man. Trader is the way.
And what did you have your uncle do? Well, our uncle.
Oh, my uncle, he was like, I don't want to do, I don't want to recruit nobody. And you already know I don't do that. Okay, so I just want to focus on one thing. And I just want to learn how to do this trading. So, once I understand that, then, then we could talk about talk to some people. Right now, I just want to focus. I was like, brother, listen up. Right now, in this world, there's something going on that only happens once every few hundred years or 1,000 years. We're having a money currency switch over, literally. And not only that, we're having a full digital rehaul. They call it the digital transformation. There's a lot of money to be made right now. Why would you wait 2 to 3 months for your slow tail to learn everything while you have people sitting right next to you that would love to have the opportunity to know this right now? You're going to put them 2-3 months behind and they're going to miss all this juice? No, I don't think so. I told them, you get in your phone, you have coworkers, you have people, all your sisters. You telling me my aunties don't want to know this? Get to your sisters right now. I told them that. I said, you the king of the tribe, you the oldest. What you talking about? I came to you because of that. Did I contact the wrong person? Do you understand? Got dragged.
Yeah, it was low key.
Here's the thing, right? So after I said all that, I was like, oh, snap, I'm about to get a whooping. I think that was too strong. I'm thinking in my head, hey, I'm sorry. But then at the same time, I was like, no, that's real. That's real. And his brother is on right now. Eric, Uncle Eric Thomas, the internet's favorite uncle. Right?
Uncle is almost one away from night. Come on, trade. Come on, trade. Come on, y'all. Trade. Come on now. Where else can you do that? But didn't he get them on the phone with you? You didn't tell them that. No.
We on the phone. We on the Zoom.
After he said that,
what did y'all do? We had a Zoom. He had 2 sign-ups.
How did he sign? What did he say to them people and talk to those people too?
Oh yeah,
he talked to them. He had my uncle put him on a call on a 3-way with him. He was saying stuff. He didn't have my uncle really explain anything. He just invited him to a 3-way. He invited him to information.
I always like to lead with values. So I always show people things that nobody else is really showing them. Things that are important in the world. Things that, even with them being in the oil field, so this is what I did, right? If they work in the oil fields, then surely they saw oil drop under $0. Their knowledge base is like the general public, right? Wow, oil dropped, man, the economy's bad. People got rich off of that. And I showed them.
So you can't hear? Y'all can't hear?
Oh man.
Can y'all hear now? Can y'all hear me?
It was probably the Wi-Fi or something like that. Kind of scary.
Okay, they can hear now.
Right. So just to kind of go back a little bit, they work in the oil fields. They surely saw oil drop below 0, right? And I showed them how we're learning how to make money off of that and how they missed it, right? And so that hit home for them because they're up there working their butts off to try to get as rich as possible. Even though it's only just slightly better than the situation that they had at home. That's why they left home. That's why people go up to the oil booms. You get paid a little bit better, and you try to just stack up, and you just try and you just try. It's the missing pieces of knowledge that keep people from going over the next ridge and reaching a next level in their life. Okay? So now they're gaining that piece of knowledge. They're like, whoa, you know, you gotta shock people a little bit, and you gotta make things relevant to people. They understand oil. I'm gonna talk oil. Look at how much money you missed on oil. And they didn't even know that they could have got paid off of that. Did I bring value to them? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I gotta go because I have.
So, okay. Thanks, Aaron. So, like I said, number 9 was focus and do not get distracted. Okay, that is key. Hold on, somebody. Right. And then number 10 is you are no longer new after a week. After a week, you are not new anymore. Okay, you're just not new anymore. Okay, sorry. So many people coming in, you are not a new person after a week. After a week, I mean, everything I just said can get done within a week. No longer in 2 weeks. Okay, it just depends. Some people are really, really busy. I understand that. Like there's no set timing for anything. But like I said, I like to give goals. I like to have time frames just so everything can know is duplicatable. Okay, so you're no longer new after a week. All right, number 11 is present or participate. Either you're going to be a presenter or you're going to be participating on the presentation. Okay, just being on there. Maybe you give a testimonial. If you're in a chat, make sure you're posting positive things in the chat. Be a vessel. Don't just be there just looking in the chat or looking in a group, looking around, looking. Maybe add some type of value. Be positive. Be a part of it. You're going to catch the energy of everything. So present or participate. Have at least 5 prospects on each call or more. 3 to 5 days a week or more. Some people are going hard. They're doing like 6 days a week. Some people doing 3 days a week because they part-time or whatever. But you need to have at least 5 recruitable prospects who are interested or could use it, or you can help them. At least 5 of them on each of the calls, okay? And that ties down in the 2571. If you don't know what 2571, that means you have not read the launch manual. It means you have not finished the steps, all right? But we're going to get everybody together today, right? 2571 is basically expose 25 people a week, no less. If somebody come to you and they're struggling, it's usually because they're not exposing at least 25 people a week with that script. That means they're not following up, and it means they're not asking the closing question, asking if people want to sign up. And if you don't do that, then how are people going to know what you're doing? How are people going to join you? I remember coming into businesses thinking I was going to make $10,000 a month or more, whatever the case may be, and talk to 10 people or 5 people or even 100 people. And it's like, if people don't know about what you do, where do people going to come from? Space? Like it's a little common sense, but it's easy to miss just because not everybody has ever ran a successful business before. So if you look at what we're doing, you see what I'm training on right now. Is this beneficial to people to have people literally break down what a successful business look like? Even just me on here right now, like that is the value of what we have. We have people literally throwing success at you. Literally throwing, you get success, you get success, you get success, right? That's value to people. So it's more than just a $99 program. People learning how to trade, that's life-changing. My family is being benefited from this, right? If I never even promote you there again, like I'm good because I can trade, because I took the time to be a product of the product, which is part of these steps. You need to be a product of the product. Use the product. Show up to the training, okay? Make sure you know the webinar schedule. Do you know that we have Monday through Thursday, people will literally get on and give you signals? I literally made figures last week from just getting on the calls. Does anybody not know where those calls are? These calls are money, okay? That's why it's important to stay plugged into the money, okay? So after you go through the 2-week syllabus, which is in the launch manual, you need to know where the money is, y'all. I mean, me, my upline, all of us literally came together, got the best traders on the team. Some of them, all right. I know we got Burno, Rideout, some other amazing traders on the team as well. And Monday through Thursday, they get on and give you signals. And Clyde actually gives signals on his call, so you can literally potentially catch 1,000 to 2,000 pips every week. Every week, you know how much that costs? That's thousands of dollars right there. So let me show you where that is. So by the time you finish the 2-week syllabus, you know where to go. You know where to get this money. Okay, so let me go to it. And I remember I was on the session. I even got on a session this week where Max was on there, Ryan was on there, right? And Max, she gave out a signal, and we called pips, and more pips. And then Ryan, he called out a signal. And guess what? We lost that signal, but before we got off that call, he made sure he gave us another signal that won. So we had a profit of basically 2 profitable trades and 1 loss. But those 2 massively covered the other one. So let me see. Virtual, where is it? Webinars, where is it? Webinars and trading sessions. They're getting ready to change this link, okay, because we only want to give it to active members. I'm getting ready to probably make a new group with only active members. There's people in this group who are not clients. They expired, but it's okay. I'm making a new group, and this group probably would be, I don't know, delete it, or whatever the case, you're gonna have to probably get inside the new group. But right here, let me share my screen. Here it is right here. So the company signals are in the launch manual, number 1. The launch manual right here, it tells you where the signals are. That's why you gotta go through the launch manual. Do not skip it. It gives you where the signals are, everything. But these extra signal sessions are not on the launch manual because it came out after it was created. So right here where it says, if you go to Elite Group, Files, you will see webinars and trading sessions, okay? So webinars and trading sessions. You can also go to operationpromiseland.world. It's on there too. Monday through Friday, I do a presentation at 10:30. It's always here. So I get people all the time. They say, is it a webinar today? Is it a webinar? Yes, it's the same one, the same link. You know how many times I gave this webinar out? Y'all trying to drive me crazy, but it's okay. I understand new people coming in all the time. But hey, it is what it is. It's part of the territory. So don't think I'm irritated if you ever ask me that, unless I am irritated. Just messing with you. But yeah, here it is, Monday through Thursday. This is money, man. Money. If you don't plug your people into this stuff, I'm telling you, they're gonna be like, well, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't learn that. And they missing out on $1,000, and they have no idea. And it's because you did not plug them in, and you did not tell them where the money was. So here it is, right here, Monday through Thursday. All the meetings are right here. So here's the, where is it? Where's the Zoom? Monday through Thursday. Right here. Here's the link. Register in advance. You can register right there. Monday through Thursday. After you go through the 2-week syllabus, make sure this is next, because if you just show up, you're gonna be kind of confused a little bit. But you gotta go to the 2-week syllabus, get the basics and stuff like that. Boom, there it is right there, and I'll put it in the chat as well. Okay, boom. And any other sessions, let me see, webinars and replays. Sorry, let me go back to it. Clyde, he does sessions in the morning. Thank you, Clyde, so much. He's a bomb. He pays his bills with training. He's willing to do it for the whole team. Some of you are not in his organization, but he's doing it because we like family, right? He's in my organization. I'm helping him, his team. He's helping me. That's why I'm telling you, you got to be networking with people, because, like, I'm telling you, it's just, please just follow instructions, okay? I won't tell you nothing to lead you wrong. I don't tell people anything I have not personally done myself and that has not worked. So anything I'm showing you is because I care. What else? Here's the rest of them. Prospect, blah, blah, blah. Learn how to increase your, where is it? Clyde sessions right here. Clyde also has sessions Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Boom, he has sessions too. There they are right there. I'm gonna post a link to the Monday through Thursday as well. Let's see, keep us posted. Where are the signals? All right, that's where it is. So, boom. It's the replay, yes. The replays are actually in the Lit Trade House, y'all. So if you are in the lit trade, that's why you got to be plugged in to know where stuff is. In the lit trade house, it's the lit trade house right here. Let's see, lit trade house. If you're not in this group, you should be in this group. It's part of the welcome getting started guide. If somebody send you a getting started guide, please go through it. Don't just get the welcome and getting started guide and be like, oh, what do I do next? That's just like really irritating. It's like go through it first and then say, okay, what's next? You get what I mean? That's only fair because people, you have to be respectful of people's time. People have wrote out whole blueprints for you and you just skip it. That's just doesn't make any sense. So units, let's see, right. Getting started, it has a plethora of information in these units as well. Let's see, resources. Got the Spanish presentation there, how to get a broker, team training sessions, discipline, 25th and dip, intro to Forex, team trainings, boom, affirmations, Forex affirmations, compliance, Tradera live session replays. Look at that. Look at that. You see how much value we have? All of them right here. The replays right there. Man, just got to plug in. Know where everything is. Like, know where it is. Study your back office. Like, come on now. I'm showing you. Just in case your upline didn't show you, maybe they didn't know. Shoot, heck. I don't know. But they're right here. And then the live sessions are there. So they're getting ready to clean out a lot of these groups. You got to make sure you have a $99 client membership. So French presentation, you welcome. You welcome, Alan. All right. So number 11, y'all got number 11, present or participate. All right. If you show up by yourself to a presentation, you are coming to learn how to do a presentation one day. When you show up with 5 people on there, you come to earn. Okay. So you should never know why you're not making money. You should always know why. If you just re-look at this step, play this video, watch this video maybe 7 times, over and over, take notes, create a plan. So step 12 is duplicate. Develop leaders and manage back office daily. Duplicate. The way that you duplicate, the only way to get duplication is by teaching your people what they need to do. Just like I'm getting massive duplication because I'm taking time out of my day to do a Zoom with you all to show you the steps. That's all duplication is, okay? Teaching people what they need to do. If you bring people in and you just send them a message, okay, great. You don't tell them to get on no trainings, nothing, or you don't show them nothing. You just hopefully they're successful, right? Good luck. But lucky enough, you have a wonderful team of leaders who care about you. We make sure you are trained and your team is trained as well. So it helps you. But as far as becoming a legend, you are going to have to step up a little bit more, okay? So duplicate, develop leaders, and manage back office daily. You should know what's going on in each of your legs. You should know where things are. You should be looking at your rank analysis. You should understand what's going on at all times in your business, okay? And that happens with, make sure you have that back office mini training where I went over that, okay? So that's step 12. Step 13, know your income producing activities and track your business. Do not explain to people or try to sell people on Tradera. You're just becoming a master of curiosity of the invite. The only thing that I teach people to sell is that invite, the story. But hey, you know, I've been working with a woman, she's absolutely amazing. She has 3 kids. You know, she was struggling really bad. She was on food stamps and now she became a millionaire with this information. She's actually hosting a call and showing people exactly how she did it. I can only invite 3 people. Do you want to come? Yes, sure. All right. Or you're using the other scripts or whatever the case may be. The best scripts for inviting is really stories and testimonial. So if for example, you know, let me think of one of my friends. I have a friend, Joshua, he just joined. Shout out to Joshua for just joining. He's really, really busy. He's married. He just got a new house. He worked long hours. Okay. He's very, very busy. Okay. And he kind of remind me of Blake. Okay. If you know who Blake is, he got blonde hair. No, he's a redhead actually. But Josh is not a redhead, but they kind of remind me of each other. Look, they kind of look alike a little bit and they remind me of each other. So I said, hey, Josh, I have my friend Blake. He works 60 to 80 hours a week, really, really busy. He was able to create a $10,000 per month income with this company. I don't know about you, but you just remind me of him. I don't know if you want to come to this webinar and see how he did it, because I know you're really busy too. But you know, if you're free at 9:30 Central, come to this webinar, okay? Or you see somebody who look like me, or you see somebody who look like somebody else, like you can use that story. That's a really, really good way as well. So do not explain. You see how I never explain to people. If they try to ask me, what is it? How does it work? I will not budge. I'm the master of getting people to watch a video. I'm a master at getting people to show up to a presentation. That's how you have to be. Ask me anything. Did you watch the video by chance? You know that video I just sent you? Can you watch that for me? And as soon as I promise you, as soon as you watch that video, I'll jump on a call with you or jump on a Zoom with you, and I'll answer all your questions. But just at least watch that video. I do have a lot of people that I'm talking to daily, and I just want to respect your time and my time. So just watch that video. You'll watch it, right? Boom. So know your income producing activities. What are your income producing activities? All right. These are the main income producing activities. Is basically new exposures. All right. Using that 2571, the money script. Okay. With at least 5 people a day or more, following up with people, asking a closing question, which is built into the money script. The closing question is simply after they watched it, you followed up, you asked them, did they watch the information? What did you like best? It's all in the script, y'all. But at the end, it says, okay, great. Sounds like you're ready to get started. Would you like to get started today? That's the closing question. All right. If you ask the closing question 100 times in a month, you should be at anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay. That's the formula that I learned when I was learning. If you do it, if you ask the closing question 100 times a month, you should be at $1,000 to $10,000 a month or more. Minimum. All right. 3 ways. Or income producing activities. As far as following up, it takes people, sometimes it could take people 7 times or more to sign up. So don't be sad if people tell you no in the beginning, because they may be later. But you want to follow up with them. You want to still give them stories and testimonials. And if you have another meeting, hey, I know, do you want to come to this other meeting? Stuff like that. You're following up with them. It takes about 7 exposures. Most people give up on the first exposure. A lot of people give up on the second. Some give up on the third. But the people who get to 7 follow-ups with that same person, they'll finally be like, all right, I'll join. You got to be the follow-up prince or princess or queen or king, whatever you want to call it. Launching new IDOs, meaning you're going through this guide that I just went through, telling them the steps that they need to do. Launching new members, all right. Sit downs and Zooms, meaning you're talking to a person, you say, you know, let's go to coffee or let's get on a Zoom. I'll show you my back office and I'll talk to you about what we are doing and how powerful it is. Maybe you can show them the groups that we have. This is all the training you get. That works really, really, really well. I had Michelle get on a Zoom with me and Lydia. She's from Romania. She's absolutely amazing. She had her husband get on a Zoom with me, and I just played the 13-minute video while she was on there. I answered her questions. I showed her my back office. I showed her the paid member group. I said, when you come into this business, you're gonna get access to all of the training that helped me hit legend. All right. And if I'm not on the call, you can say this is all the training that my upline helped my success line, or is that Dr. Breakthrough calls it, that helped her hit legend. All right, same thing. Show them the signals to trade alerts in your back office. It tell you when, it say all the wins that we have. You can show them that. I'm telling you, that's just really more personal. That converts a lot, okay? Super Saturdays, these are income producing activities. Super Saturdays like this one, team training that you do with your team every week if you're a night and above, okay? Presentations or inviting people to presentations. At least 5 people on the presentations. You should hope you getting this. These are income producing activities, meaning anything that you do outside of this is busy work. Let me repeat, these are income producing activities. The more you do these, the more you make. If you're doing anything outside of these that I'm saying to you, you are doing busy work, okay? So these are the items that most people spend the least amount of time on. So you know, and this is why they struggle, okay? Because they don't realize that they're spending maybe 5 minutes on this and 10 minutes scrolling on Facebook or maybe posting or whatever the case may be. 5 minutes on this and then an hour on scrolling and posting and that, and then they're like, I'm working my butt off, and it's like, you're doing busy work though, okay? So the tracking your results is an income producing activity. So you should know your dates of when you hitting your next rank. You should know your numbers at all times. So if your upline at any time come in your inbox and they say, hey, you know, how close are you to the next rank? You should know. Or they say, when is you gonna hit the next rank? You should know. You should know. You should know. All right. And then these are the main income producing activities. Y'all got it? Main ones, and then there's secondary activities. Yes, there are secondary. These are after you finish the main ones. Okay. So posting on your wall, the way that you post on your wall is results, testimonial stories. You post value, that's going to value your ideal customer. And L is for lifestyle, pictures of you, family, stuff, having fun, stuff like that. That's how you post. That's attraction marketing. Okay. Facebook Lives and stuff like that, videos, stuff like that. Secondary is add and make new friends. Making new friends on Facebook or when you're out and about. The 3-foot rule states that anybody who comes within 3 foot of you, you can now prospect them. Okay. You want to get to 5,000 quality friends on your Facebook list and on your Instagram. Okay. Quality entrepreneurs, ambitious people. You want to teach your team this, and you want to focus on creating new leaders or attracting leaders and working with people who are coachable. So if you give somebody a step, you could tell somebody is coachable, you can give them a step, right? And then see if they do it. If they do it, they're coachable. If they don't, if they shrug you off all the time, that person, you're going to be dragging them all over the place. Now, sometimes people who are not coachable in the beginning become coachable later. Like I know, I ain't trying to bust you out, Lucretia, if you're on here, but Lucretia was in for like 2 months. And she started seeing everybody have all this success, right? She was just kind of sitting there, she showed it to a few people, whatever, and then she just went about her business a little bit. And finally, on the 3rd month that was coming up, she was like, man, I've been paying this membership. I need to see how to work this business. I need to pay attention. And she started going through the launch manual. She started following the steps that I just went over with you. And she's about to hit Bishop, y'all. She probably hit Bishop tonight or tomorrow before the cutoff. She's about to hit Bishop. And it took her, a week or 2 of actually getting serious and saying, I'm going to do this. She has her chat set up. She's doing 3-ways with her team. She's asking people, anybody need a 3-way today? Or she's asking her upline to do 3-ways, or she's inviting people to the call. She's posting a call. She's doing her own training. She has people who on her team who do a training this day and do a training that day. She has people on the team who may do this and do that. It's like, I guess something switched in her. I don't know what it was. I guess she just kept coming to the trainings or something. I don't know. I was like, what happened? She said, I don't know. I was tired of paying that membership. I said, I need to do something about this. She said, I need some money. So it is what it is. So, you're working with the leaders in each of your legs. You're launching your new members ASAP. You're driving your legs deep. Okay. You're not taking off more than 3 days in a row of doing what I'm sharing with you. You're creating momentum and you keep it. You're driving your legs. You're creating these study groups. Once you're a night and above, like I said, you need to make a chat. If you have people in your organization, 10 people, 5 people, and you never reach out to them, like that's going to make you look like, okay, you never even talk to them, okay? Or you never in a chat saying nothing. It's just like, this is a relationship business. If you're not building a relationship with people, then it's like, okay, what? So, understand your process. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Your process is your process. All right. And whatever you want to do, that's on you. If you want to move fast, move fast. If you want to move slow, move slow. Okay, that's fine. Focus on 3, 6, 12, 24, 36 month periods. Okay, so focus. All right. It took a guy I just saw the other day in the last company I was in. It took him, he just announced that he hit $50,000 a month. It took him 3.5 years. That was his process. Either way, if it took you 3, type of yes, you'll be okay if you hit $50,000 or $100,000 a month and it took you 2 to 3 years or 3.5 years. Would you still be okay with that? Or would you be like, oh, it took me 3 years, right? No, you're gonna be okay? Right? And many people see me hit legend in 90 days, but they don't see the 3 to 5 years that I worked on myself. They don't see that part, right? So your process is your process. Time is going to pass anyway. A lot of people are like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like, you've been saying you're gonna do something different for a year, 2 years, 3 years, nothing changed. That time passed anyway. So at least work on yourself and follow these steps. Never give up. If you get off a path and you fall off, that's okay. Just get right back on. Just don't let yourself goal for months and months and months, or days and days and days, right? Do not get overwhelmed. Please, I repeat, do not get overwhelmed with yourself. If you need to take 30 minutes a day to go through each little piece of this, take 30 minutes a day. The only way you can get overwhelmed is if you make yourself overwhelmed. Okay, so if you say, like, you know, we got all these groups and we got all these Telegram, blah, 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 would you rather have nothing? Would you rather be on a team that don't give you no resources? Or would you rather be on a team that give you as many resources that you need to be successful and just go through it step by step? Okay, like I said, you cannot be overwhelmed unless you yourself make yourself overwhelmed. If you try to get through everything super, super fast, right, and then you saying you're overwhelmed, it's because you did that. So just go by piece, okay? Review your goals daily, stay plugged in, talk to and build relationships with your organization, motivate them, do challenges, make it fun, create prizes, always have fun, okay? I wanted to, by the end of this 30 days, you wanna make sure you, 30 days, I want you to rank up to the next rank. So make sure you take a picture of the rank that you are, all right? So you make sure that you know where you're going. Make sure you know your numbers. How many people do you need? How many people do you need? How many people do you need, right? The way that you get the numbers that you need is by helping other people hit founders, helping other people hit night, making sure that each person who is in your organ, I'm telling you, if you can go to your downline and make sure you do what I just taught you, with every person in your downline, you will blow up, okay? You will blow up. And if you don't have anybody in your organization, then you need to go bring in some people, okay? You want to make it a goal to go founder every week or every month or whatever the case. Don't stop at 3 people, okay? Because if you get 3 people and they all just trade, then how do you expect your organization to grow? If your team isn't moving, go get a new team. If your team is not moving, go get a new one. And others may catch fire later. I see that time and time again. If you want to become a legend, I recommend within the next, whatever time frame you give yourself, within the next 3 to 6 months or less, you want to bring in at least 40 people yourself if you want to hit legend. Anybody who want to hit legend, you have to have the ability to bring in at least 40 people yourself within the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I don't care how long it takes you. You got to be within less than 6 months though, okay? But you have to have the ability to bring in 40 people yourself. Bring in 40 people yourself, right? If you can't do that, which I know you can, right? I'm telling you, that's how you hit legend the fastest. The faster you bring in 40 people, the more people you got to work with, the more people you get to duplicate with, and so forth and so forth. All right? You want to have one person in your leg who you know can go legend, and you'll hit legend. Then you teach them to do the same thing, and you will have a sustainable business forever. So you want to be always developing and attracting leaders on a consistent basis, okay? And for traders, you want to make sure you go through this 2-week syllabus. You want to make sure you set up your demo, your live account, go through that, show up to the sessions, plug into all that we have. So that is how you rank up in 30 to 90 days, y'all, okay? Woo! Who feel like they can really do it? Let me know. Type of 1 if you feel like you can do what I just went over. I know it's may seem like a lot to people, but it's really not, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of you duplicating this. I just literally just gave you the blueprint to duplication with you. Okay, literally. I'm telling you, like, you can't fail if you do this. It's impossible. I just don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Anybody who does this for the next 30 days, 90 days, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, trust me, you're gonna hit legend. You're gonna hit legend. Sneak is doing this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody can do it. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions while we are on here? What's today? Saturday? Oh, do I got a call? Hold on, let me check my calendar. While I'm playing, shoot. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I can unmute. Oh, wait, let me unmute everybody. If you have something that you want to say, oh, it's messing up for me. I put it on. Okay, there we go. If you have something you want to say or a question, what time is that? 8 Central. Okay, I got that. You can unmute your line if you have something you want to say or you got a question, whatever the case may be. Did I unlock it?
I got a question. Hello?
Yes.
You can go ahead. What I was gonna ask, I've been using that Fire script, but the link in the Fire script for Zoom that never uploaded. Hey, do I need to just go to the list you showed with the webinars and plug in a different link?
Oh, for the link in the Fire script?
Yeah, because I had someone try to use it last night, and I waited with them. It didn't work, but luckily I got on our 9 o'clock meeting.
Can you type in the chat which one you're talking about? Or you can give them the Zoom ID at the end. That should work. Oh, Friday. Okay, so the thing is, on Monday through Thursday, I have that same link. On Friday, we do Friday Night Lights. Like I did Friday, I do it with Megan and Reagan with the twins. So it's a different link on Friday.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anybody have a question?
I have a question.
When is the next meeting?
9:30.
What did you say?
When is the next meeting?
The for prospects?
Yeah.
It's the same time. So it's Monday through Thursday. Hold on, let me share my screen. Because if you go to if you're in the elite group, it's the file section has all of the whole webinar schedule. Or you can go to operationpromiseland.world and it has all of the schedules. So I'll post it in here anyway, as far as the Monday through Thursday link. But once you watch the recording probably and you go over what we went through, you probably want to pause it because I show where to find it as well. Let me show you. Webinars files.
I think I brought it down the YouTube link, the YC9BS.
I think you sound kind of far away.
I think I wrote the link down, the YouTube link, the YC9BS 1K7B64.
Oh, that one is that's a YouTube video on how to invite and do 3 ways and stuff. That one's that. The actual webinar that I do is right here. I'll put it in the chat. It's Zoom ID 422-833-414. That one is Monday through Thursday. You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yes.
Like when you trying to open your live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. When you trying to do what?
When you trying to open your live account and it keeps saying it having problems, where do y'all have another account that we can go, or how that work?
Who are you using for your live account?
Myself, Brittany Buckley.
I mean, but what broker are you using?
The broker that they gave us, Metaphor.
MetaTrader 4. So to open a live account, you got to actually open a broker account in your name. MetaTrader 4 isn't a broker; it's a platform to trade. The broker is actually where you actually sign up and you give them your name and all your information. You got to provide documents to prove that you are a real person and stuff like that. That's the actual broker. So if you go to, I did 3 days of going through this 2-week syllabus. Have you been through the 2-week syllabus yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me post my videos in here that I did on actually setting up a broker. If you go to the Lit Trade House, it's in the what's it called? It's in the units of Lit Trade House as well.
Okay.
All right, so this one right here is in the Elites group where we did the 2-week syllabus together, and it shows how to open up your demo and your live account. So you definitely want to watch these videos right here. Let me show you. Right here, day 1, part 1, part 2, part 3. Like any trader, anybody who I bring in who just wants to be a trader, I make sure they watch these videos. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll solve all your problems. It will. Even if you plug in somebody in, just make sure they get these videos. We went through it together. I talked about the mindset on these videos and everything. So if you have any traders on your team, that is going to save you a lot of stress. Okay, I just put it in the chat right there. Save that and make sure anybody who wants to trade on your team gets those videos so they can know how to go through the syllabus.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anybody else?
Hi, Dominique.
Yes.
So you're saying if the team won't move, it is okay to sign up more than 3 personals.
Oh, baby, yes. I tell people to sign. I tell people to sign up 10 to 15 people or more. I don't tell people to just go get 3. I say get more because it's highly unlikely that you get 3 perfect people who going to actually run with you and do the business with you. It's just, I just don't think it's. Some people have. I've seen somebody do that, but usually it's not like that. To be honest, you want to find people like you or better. Not saying they better than you, but I'm saying like have greater skills than you. I'll put it like that. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Even Ty, he had a nice team, but then they kind of stalled a little bit. He was like, "Man, I'm trying to get to Duke. I'm trying to get to Duke." I'm like, "Ty, go get some more people." So you got more people to work with. One of the people he brought in, I think she's over here. She's a beast. Then she brought in a beast, and now he's like, "Oh my gosh, I should have been did that. I'm so busy trying to, you know, show my team how to do stuff and all that, which is great." But I'm like, I mean, you're gonna be waiting on people. I'm the type of person, I don't want to wait on people to go get fine 3. I just don't. I'm just too impatient for that. Like, I'm gonna go find some more people. If I need 10 people to hit another rank, I'm gonna go get them. Like, literally, and then I'm gonna train people to do the same thing. That's just how I operate. But yes. Anybody else have a question?
I do, Dominique. This is Naya from Maryland. How are you?
Hey, good.
Good. Okay, so I like how you said that because coming from a mobile truck or corporate America, don't know anything about network marketing, coming into Tradare thinking that I just need 3 personal referrals, not knowing that you can use your link more than once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I kind of like learned the hard way when, you know, someone like one of my directs kind of like expired, so it put me right back down to like founder. So at what point in time can you use your link multiple times? Should you kind of like help your team get their people while, you know, they're ranking, or you could just use your link multiple times at any rank?
Yes. So what I do is when I first started, I had my 3, and I started helping my team get 3. But the next week, I made sure I put another person under my link, and then the next week I made sure I put at least one more under my link so that it's spread out. So if you just do at least one each week under your link while you helping put people under your team as well, you'll never have to worry about it because you're not signing people up all at the same time on your link, so they all can fall off at the same time.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yes, that's good. I think a lot of people do come in, they're like, well, I only need to get 3. Yes, you only need to main 3, but if one person fall off, then that's not 3 personals anymore. And it's like, if you want to build to legend, you only need 3 personals, yes, but you do want to have as many people to work with as possible that you can work with and kind of tag team with. I call it tag teaming. So when somebody come in, they're really excited, they ready to go ham, like you want to tag team with them. It's like you want to make sure they got all these notes. You want to make sure they get everything. You want to make sure they got all of the prospect group and everything. And you want to work with them and help them. Hey, I'm about to bring in like 2 people. I'm about to put them under you. You go get 2 people. I go get 2 people. All right, you got your 2 people. I'm about to put another person over there. That's kind of how you tag team with people.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dominique.
Yes.
This is Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Let's say you got your 3 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And them 3 people haven't did anything, okay?
Yes.
So how do you replace them 3 if they're already placed in your organization? So how do you replace them?
So you can't actually physically put somebody else in their spot. What I mean is create overflow in your organization. Put some more people in an extra spots, but you still want to contact those 3 people. Like if I ever have the issue, I bring in people and I see them, whatever going on, I don't know, I'll just reach out to them. I say, what do you want to do? Do you want to trade or do you want to build? It's a simple question, but it's a powerful question. It kind of ignites something. I don't know what it do. If they say, I want to trade, I just want to trade, I'm just here, blah, blah, I'm like, great. Make sure you have this information here so you are the most successful. Here's the videos that I did with the 2-week syllabus. Here's the information to get on the labs and be a part of the study group, all right? If I'm doing a training on Forex 101 or somebody's doing it, Here's that link. Boom. And then the next person, they say, well, I want to build. Okay, what do you want to build to? How much do you need to pay your bills? $2,000 a month. Okay, then you need to hit Bishop. Do you know what Bishop means? No. Okay, that's 30 in your leg 1 and 2. Let me make sure you have all the steps to be duplicatable. And I'll go over what I just trained with you all. And it's worth it. Even if it takes 30 minutes, an hour, it's literally worth it because now they are plugged in properly. Some people on here, they have people who are not plugged in properly, so they don't know what to do. And people who don't know what to do usually do nothing, right? So it's one of two problems. Either they don't know all the steps, or they don't know where to go, or they just don't care. They just paid and they just don't care. And that's normal. That happens too. So to your question, you bring in 3 new people, right, and put them in the next available spots in your organization. So you want to make sure you watch that back office mini training where I show how to open up more spots. You just click the first 3, it's going to open up 3 more spots. The second person is going to open up more spots. That's all I mean. Just put new people.
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a good question. Anybody else?
Hi, Dominique. This is Ebony from Maryland.
Hey.
Question. Do you know if the company has any plans on allowing us to manipulate our tree? Just piggybacking on the last question about if you have people under you who aren't doing anything, do you know if Tradera plans on allowing us to move people around?
No, they don't let people move people around, but honestly, it really don't matter where people are because the compensation plan is actually based on numbers. It's not based on positioning. So it don't matter where they are in leg 1 and leg 2 and leg 3. It only matters, is there a number there? So if you got somebody, for example, in the first 3 spots and you're like, oh man, they took my first 3 spots. You can make a new 3 spots by putting one person under that first person, another person under that second person, another person under that third person. Now those people are your new top 3 spots. And you don't put nobody else nowhere else except under those top 3 people. Does that make sense?
Yes, I guess just for the purposes of, I guess, how it's structured as far as your ranking with your 1, 2, and 3. When I came in, we kind of just hit the ground running and I wasn't really familiar with, positioning people and having, I guess, your stronger people in your first and second leg. So I'm referring to more so like your tree, for instance, if I had 3 and I want my third, want to move my third to my first or my first to my second or something like that.
Oh, right. I wish, honey. No, I highly doubt they do that because they make a lot of money from basically the structuring. Like you have to balance your legs properly and nobody really builds a perfect organization, to be honest. So when people have, for example, you need 4 in leg 1, 4 in leg 2, 2 in leg 2 to hit night, and then maybe somebody got 4 in leg 3 and 2 in leg 2, the company is making extra money when it's not balanced properly. That's how they stay in profit with the low price. So some people, unfortunately, are not aware in the beginning that put the stronger people there. I did not know that in the beginning, so I put a really strong person on my 3rd leg. So I had to play catch up on my 2nd leg. But no, I highly doubt they're gonna do that because it's so cheap that they get paid off of the breakage.
Okay, and I just had one more question, Dominique. You mentioned something about a rotator on a previous call. Could you kind of explain that more? And where does it exist? How do I access it?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that on here so I can post it. So this is how it works. Whoever a person joins personally. So for example, if I give somebody my link or I give somebody else's link, I'm going to make sure that I'm placing people so I want to help everybody, if that makes sense. So if I bring in Joe, Sam, and Gina, right? And then I'm like, okay, these next people who come in, I'm going to make sure at least they each get at least 1 person or 2 people, 3 people. If Gina like slaying it, I'm like, okay, let me move over to Gina a little bit more because the other people ain't doing nothing. So you gotta be smart about it of where you place people. So it's based off of whoever you directly join, that person is going to be able to put actual spillover with you. Meaning the next people that come in, they can place people under you, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of how it is. It's kind of like a manual rotator, if that makes sense. And whoever takes the top 3 positions, of course, they're going to get all of the spillover if that person is building. Now, if you join somebody who's just trading or they're not building, then that's basically, I don't know what spillover you may get. I don't know. But it come from people even 2 levels above you if they like, okay, I need to put this person over there. Like, yeah, it just depends. It really just depends. So it's not like the company is giving people spillover. It's based off of who you actually join, if they have extra people, because they might be working on their third leg and you in their second leg, for example. And once they finish their third leg, they come back over to you and then they help you out. So it's based on that. That's kind of how the rotator works, because it's basically like a manual rotator. Now, some people have their teams links in the actual rotator service. They looked online and got it from somewhere, I guess, and they put all their people links in the rotator, and as they build, it just go to somebody like that. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay, thank you, Dominique.
Dominique,
Dom.
I have yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Dom, I have a question. I'm familiar with how to assist my team in removing people from their holding tanks and to place them. My question for you is, I have had one of my directs that has fallen off and is not going to renew their membership. Can I go down with because I need another direct. Do I just go down to the next available empty spot underneath the multiple people and put it in there, and it'll count as my direct?
Yes, and you can place directs anywhere you want. When people sign up, you do not have to place people left to right for directs. You can put people anywhere you want at any time you want.
So the first available spot, wherever it falls underneath that leg, is where I can place this person so that I can re-rank.
Yeah, or if you need people in your other leg, you could put the person in a different leg. They don't have to go there just because that person was there, if that makes sense.
Oh, it tells me that I need it in leg 1, that my leg 1 direct is gone.
Okay, got you. Yep, you'll put it in leg 1.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it was anywhere there I could do it. All right, thank you, Dom.
Yes, good question. Good question.
Dom, I'm sorry, I have another quick question. I know you mentioned about, when people joining, you pretty much ask them, do they want to recruit or they want to trade? So the ones that want to trade and they get their 3 people, they're not putting the 3 people in there, apparently. So it's pretty much.
Hello, I'm here.
Hold on, sorry. Okay, what did you say? So you said the traders?
Yeah, okay, so when people join, you pretty much said, I don't know why somebody keeps saying, okay, so when you said that when someone joined, you pretty much ask them, do they want to trade or do they want to recruit? So the person just want to come in and trade, they're not going to move your leg. They're just going to just be there stagnant. So do you as a leader, you know what I mean, do you put them under the person that's just recruiting? Do you build them and just kind of like add under them?
So if they just want to try, I say, well, would you like a free membership? I forgot to say that part. I say, would you like a free membership? You can put, your dad, you got some people you care about, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your brother, your cousin who may want to trade with you, your friend. If they say, yeah, you know what, I do want a free membership. I'll get my 3, but I really don't want to build. That's okay. Let's get you a free membership at least. Boom. They'll get their 3 people. Now, if they just say, I don't want to deal with none of this, I have people who say that. They're like, I don't want to deal with no people. Right. And I'm like, that is perfectly fine. Great. I usually put them, like, if somebody need help, I'll put that person over there, basically. Or I'll find somebody maybe who's really good at it, maybe trading or something. They know how to help them. I'll put them over there. In the beginning, I was putting most of the traders in my third leg because you need less people in the third leg, and they usually are not really building. That's what I usually put them together. I'll try to put the traders together and the builders together so that everybody can have the best advantage. So,
because I had one of my members contact me today, and she was just saying that the person that she's trying to recruit do not want to build. She just wants to trade. So she was asking me, like, what leg should she put it in? And I was pretty much telling her to put her in the third leg, because just like you said, the third leg. But under the third leg, do she put the people under that person?
Yeah.
Like,
are you saying when she builds the third leg as well?
Yeah, like when she put that person that just wants to trade, and then somebody else wants to come and they want to recruit, do she put that one person under the person that doesn't recruit? Because you're pretty much building that person that don't want to trade.
Yeah, so I would put like 1 or 2 people over there, and they gotta at least get the third person. Sometimes I'll put 3. Sometimes I would. It just depends on how I feel, to be honest. You can do whatever you want. I'm just being honest. You can do whatever you want.
Do they still get a check though?
Yeah. You still get a check. It just, they don't care. Like, they don't know who's traders and not. It's just a matter of numbers. Like, do you have the numbers? That's all they care about.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
maybe she could put 2 people under that person and say, hey, you only got 1 more person. I want you to get this person that's gonna help me out, that's helping you out. Boom. Now we in business. Now so that person don't feel like I built their whole downline and they didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Because some people just want to be customers. So yeah, I'll do that, or I'll put like 1 person under that person, then I'll put another person under that person, so they got at least 1 power leg type of thing. You can do it like that. Those are the different ones.
Okay, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hi, Dominique.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right, Dominique, my question in regard to what you were just sharing, this is Richard. As you're building it, who's getting the credit? Are you getting the credit by using your link or using the other party's link?
When I first started, I just used 3 people on my main link, and I started having people, probably get 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 sometimes, people under their direct link. And then the next week, I'll probably put 1 more person under my link, just so I got extra people, or just in case one fall off. The next week, I'll put maybe 1 more person while I'm putting people under everybody else. That's kind of how I did it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
I got a question.
If somebody leaves, that mean that your numbers go down if somebody is no longer active?
Yes. Yep. So somebody if you night and you have 2 people in your leg one of them don't renew or something like that, just reach out to them and say, hey, would you like to renew? Did you make a mistake? Do you need help? And sometimes they just don't even know that they're not renewed, to be honest. And then some people, they just never showed up to nothing, never did anything, and then they just fall off to the wayside. That's normal. So now you got to replace that person, right? That's kind of how it works. So they can't pay you off of money that they're not getting. Selena, what you say, girl?
Hi, Dominique.
Oh,
Dominique.
I'm sorry. Hi, this is Sharon Pascal out of Brooklyn.
Hey.
And hi. And I had just wanted to know, I had a person who's already doing Forex, but they're just interested in the compensation plan.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just enroll them regularly and let them bring in 3 people and they can be a part of the compensation plan, or is it separate?
Oh, honey, yes. That person, show them how to get duplication like this. Make sure they know what to do. Make sure they know where the webinars are at and all that stuff. Yeah, if they just want to build, people can literally do whatever they want. So just let them know, make sure they know what they need to hit the ranks, the back office, kind of like what I just showed everybody today. I know a lot of people on here probably was like, I didn't even know I had to do that. So they make sure they know what to do, and that's nice. Make sure you put them in leg 1 or 2. I'll tell you that. I hope you did, because that's the stronger leg.
I was going to let her know now. So basically, she just has to bring in her 3 because she already does Forex, she said.
Yeah,
so she just has to bring in 3, and then she could start building. She could start building on the $15.99 a month.
With the what? You said what a month?
$15 on the IBO.
3 people. Once she has 3 people, she upgrades to the $15. She won't pay anything monthly until she hits night.
Okay.
Once they hit night, she'll be
Okay. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Selena, go ahead, baby.
Okay, my question is, for Mother's Day, is you eating steak for dinner or pork chops for dinner? Okay, I'm just playing.
I didn't even know it was Mother's Day, to be honest. My schedule is
Well, I'm eating a steak, baby.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I might just get a steak. I might just get some steak and some lobster.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You know lobster is high as heck, but you can afford it.
I'm getting some steak and some
Look at everybody talking about what they gonna eat. Y'all.
Miss Dom and Miss Jackson, are y'all there? Are y'all there? This is Right Out of San Antonio, Texas.
Joseph, ride out!
What's up, ladies? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, quick question. So y'all know that we trade. So I just have a question about, is it ideal to, and I know a lot of people say don't do this, but y'all know me, we didn't have plenty of conversations. Is it ideal to, the money that I actually get from the company, I love helping people. So I definitely feel that that money that we actually get, I like to invest into people. That's why I believe this platform, there's no other platform like this. I have to say, after everything I have truly seen, I hear a lot of people saying, should they put people under people that are stagnant? A lot of people will probably put their last into this company, hoping that they can join hands to push forward to make some money on either side, the building side or the trading side. So I definitely try to help people get their three, but I was gonna say, is it ideal? And I'm asking a legend, and definitely soon to be legend. Is it ideal to actually invest back into your company, or is it more like you look for people to put have skin in the game before you actually start doing that?
Yes, that's a good question. So like, I do help a lot of people get into the company. Like, from if they really, really need help and they really serious about changing their life, yeah, I'll help put them into the company. I mean, it's $99. Like, I just tell them straight up, like, listen, you better do what you need to do, otherwise I'm not gonna talk to you again, because that's messed up. And then like, you can invest maybe like y'all know, like we do discounts sometimes. We do $25 off, sometimes $50 off, like for 24 hours. Like we have fun like that and do stuff like that. You can do that.
I ain't getting no discount.
Girl, I've seen you do this before.
I ain't getting $99 off.
What bad? You look.
Me either.
Did it.
Right.
She did it. And I'm glad
Go
she
ahead.
did.
Go. Who else said that?
She
That's right. We want our $99 back.
Yes.
You didn't get the rebate.
Yeah, she didn't. There was a time you came to town, we wasn't giving it. But
I was
yes,
broke then too. Could I get the $99? I'm just kidding.
I know, right? But when I'm telling you, it is more fire in a person when they actually invest themselves. But sometimes you can do that with your team. You can tell them like, hey, for today only, the next 3 people come in, $25 off. I did that when I was going from, what was it? What's the break before Prince? Duchess to Princess. I took out one of my whole checks and I just did $25 off. I said, everybody get $25 off today. Everybody had people on that webinar. Everybody, I said at the end of the webinar, you get $25 off today. It was so many people that joined. I hit Princess in like the next few days to a week. It was so fun. Everybody had fun. People was happy. They was like, "Ooh, I caught the discount." I was giving vacations out at one time. I was using a site that gives you unlimited vacation.
I ain't get a vacation.
Stop. Look.
We can't take none now.
That's what we did, Miss Jackson.
Selena, you a queen. You will get over it.
Right.
we took funds from our pot. We took funds from our personal pot. And we had this new group that came on, and they was like, yeah, we about to run with it. And one young gentleman, he was telling us, man, I can't get nobody. As soon as we gave the incentive, like, we're going to go out and get a $100 bonus. He came in with like 11 or, I think it was like 11 or 17.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Yes, I promise you that work. And it's fun. Like, you want to do prizes and stuff like that. Yes, right out.
Oh, yeah, y'all broke me on them prizes on this contest I had. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
That make it so much fun. Like
it was fun though.
Mm-hmm. You want to make your team fun. You don't want to have a team that y'all never do nothing. You right? You know what I mean? Y'all just be.
I don't want a team that is militant and we feel like we at work and there's a boss over us or something. I want a team that we all work together and rank up.
We had a whole plan, everybody. Like y'all don't know this, but we had a whole plan. We was literally getting ready to go on tour. We was getting ready to get all our video productions done. We was gonna get everybody t-shirts. I have a mansion connect where we can go to a mansion and have a ball. Oh,
we can do everything.
Like, once the world opens back up, trust
we
me,
are on the popping.
It's a wrap. It's a whole wrap. But for now, we're doing prizes and competitions and
so the good thing about it though is that in the meantime, in between time, I'm talking about you guys don't even know the how. This is the best time in network marketing history to take advantage of the field. It is ripe. You know how they say that the field is ripe, and you sow the field now. It's ripe. It's ripe now.
Yes,
it's ripe. Like, go out there for the pickings, and that's what we're getting ready to do with this challenge.
Yes. Yvette said she gave $500 to her downline. Like, yes, I definitely recommend you reinvest into your team. Like, seriously. Like, I'm telling you, people who say they can't find nobody, you tell them you're giving $50 off, out of nowhere, people be coming out the woodwork.
If they don't come into your downline, girl, can I get some of that?
Bye. Look, we did so many. She didn't forget. She didn't hit Queen and then forgot what happened.
I want all the money. Dominique won't do no contest for me. If she do any contest, I guarantee you I'm excluded.
Yes. She is. She is. But you do get benefits. Don't front. It's all good. I'm sorry, I ain't getting no deals. But yeah, anybody else have any questions?
I got some deals. She gave me some deals, y'all. Let me stop.
Yes.
She hooked everybody up. She the hookup queen. I mean, she the hookup legend.
Yeah, hookup.
The legendary hookup.
What else did you want to say, Selena? Because actually, Selena's the one who called me. She said, I got on a call with the team. We're going to do a 30-day wake-up challenge. I said, we doing it.
Wake-up challenge going down.
Anything you want to say for people to know about?
Yes. So I'm telling you guys right now, we are getting ready. Whatever rank you are at right now, if you're a founder, in 30 days, we finna go hard. Like, we got this is like part 1 of the 90-day challenge. We're gonna take it 30 days at a time, right? So part 1, because I've been doing a lot of training. Me and Dominique, we've been doing training. Now it's time to I hate that word, recruit. Now it's time to rank up. So we finna go hard. It's almost like, you know how you first came in, Dominique, and all of a sudden you had all these gang of people. You just throw people all over the place. We finna do that again. So we finna activate the leaders. We finna activate everybody. Everybody's a leader in here. That's what I'm talking about. We activate all the leaders that's on this Zoom right now, all of y'all. So we're gonna show you guys how to take it to the next level at a maximum degree. Meaning, if you are a founder, you should hit at minimum noble. If you are a noble, you should hit anywhere between bishop and duchess or duke. If you are a duke and duchess, you most definitely should hit princess or queen or king and prince. We trying to go double ranks in this 30-day rank up challenge. And then while you focus on double ranks, you might even hit a triple rank. You might go from founder to knight to noble to bishop. Because we have to have full participation of all your members, all your team. I had people that say, my people fell off, and I said, did you introduce yourself to your team? Anyone that is under you is your team, period. If you didn't put, if somebody didn't put 100 to 200, you might not can't catch up with them, but at least you can catch up with the front line. I can guarantee you in my downline, and then some of this, because sometimes you have leaders come in and they'll just blow your downline up. You be like, oh my God, I got 200 people in this leg. I got 300 people in this leg. I got 100 people in this leg, or you might have 10 people in another leg. Those 2 legs is your team. Go down there and see who the nobles are, see who the bishops are, see who the knights are, and you need to go introduce yourself. That's your team. Whether you put them under you or whether someone else put it under you, it's your team. And I teach this in the GPS training every freaking week. That's your team. You gotta meet your team, your starting lineup, and then we already been doing a lot of training on Master Duty. A lot of y'all know the GPS system. For the new ones coming on, you will know it. So all together, we finna go for a 30-day run, and we finna make some noise, and we finna let social media know who we are. We finna take it to another level. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned, because it's going down Monday night.
Yeah, so when I remember, Selena, when we first started, I was saying, the whole thing of this compensation fund is just numbers and making sure you have people who have the ability to go legend and at least one person or 3 people in each leg. And all I did when I first started, I constantly was inviting people, new people, bringing new people in and training them. Inviting new people, bringing new people in and training them. Inviting new people to train, invite, train, bring people in, train. That's all I did over and over and over and over and over until I hit legend, to be honest.
Yep, you gotta train them.
That's it.
Teach them how to duplicate.
Yep. I didn't stop at 3 people. I didn't stop at 10. I didn't stop at 20. I didn't stop at 100. I'm still bringing new people in. I'm still finding people so I can help the new people who coming in. So yeah, you want to be the spillover creator of your team. You want to be the spillover creator of your team. That's what really who you want to be, because you're gonna blow up like that.
Can I spin off of that? When she said you got to be the spillover creator, meaning you make your people, you have your whole team creating spillover for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You kick it off, then they kick it off, then you make them kick it off, and you do that throughout your whole genealogy tree. Make everybody kick off some spillover under their people.
Mm-hmm. So if I was
Dominique.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Dr. Thomas Bannister from Greensboro, North Carolina. I hope you all are well. This has been really informative, and thank you so much for your input and the investment that you're making in sharing this information and inspiration, by the way. I just wanted to ask one question in particular. Can you talk to us a little bit about your lead stream, or your connections? I know that we talk about warm market, cold market, all that kind of stuff, but I noticed that you did have a squeeze page or capture page. Can you talk to us about, are you feeding that with leads, or what are you doing in particular so that you can continue the stream of new people into your organization?
So honestly, what I do is I made sure I got to 5,000 friends on my Facebook, and I have a training on this. It's called How to Turn Strangers into Lead, where I show people live. Like, I basically brought in a person into the business. I had no idea who they were. I did it live on Facebook. If you go to the elites group under the training files, it's called How to Turn Strangers into Leads. I've got all my leads. I have not bought any leads. Okay, I've got all my leads from Facebook and YouTube and just talking to people in my community, because there's millions of people on Facebook. It's no shortage. Like, I don't pay for leads. You can. I know people who do pay for leads. You can, but I don't want to pay for leads when I can go talk to 100 people myself. People are leads to me, like, honestly. So what I do is I search on Facebook. I'll type in network marketing, Forex trader, those type of people. I'll just search it on there, and then I'll go add those people and stuff, and then I'll go like on their page, I'll go like on their post, and then I'll say, hey, how are you? I'll say, what do you do? Thanks for adding me, blah, blah, blah. Start a conversation with them. And then I sometimes I don't pitch them immediately. I'll just be like, okay, that sounds interesting. Send me some information on what you do. And then I'll say, well, it seems like you do something really cool. I want to send you this motivational thing. Have you read this book before? I'm really just honestly just building a relationship with a lot of people on a daily basis, so that by the time I come to them, it's not like I'm a creep. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, by the way, I didn't mention that I do this, but I've just hit $100,000 a month in this company, and my goal is to help this people, blah, blah, blah. It may be a benefit to you, maybe not. Either way, at least I told you about it. So look at it. Some people be like, oh, I'm good. Some people be like, okay, I want to do this. This seems really interesting. And then I'm posting on my wall. Honestly, I've just used all social media. I haven't used any leads. But the marketing system that I have, it does have leads that you can buy for. It's like $1 a lead, and it has a training on how to talk to all of your leads, all your leads and stuff like. And so some people on the team, they do actually call leads provided to them from that as well. But if you go to the files in the elite group, it's in there as well. If you go to Operation Promised Land World, it's on there as well. And then you want to talk to whoever your upline is and see what resources they're using as well. So that's the gist of what I do.
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we add people to the Forex Cash and Fund group, I'm trying to be, I guess, professional, but I add my welcome, they're interested, but then I have other people who's like, hey, join our team. And I'm like, I think that's highly disrespectful. I'm already talking to this person, explaining what's going on.
If you have that, just report them. Just let me know who it is. I'll delete them out of the group.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, you always gonna have thirsty people wherever you go, but Yeah, just
Okay.
report them, and admin or somebody will delete them. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. So if I came to you, Selena, and I was like, Selena, I'm trying to get this moving, or whatever the case may be, and nobody want to join me, what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
Well, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, how many people do you have on your phone? And then I'm going to ask you how many people you get on your social media page.
I have like 200 people on my Facebook.
Yeah, 200 people on your Facebook. So what I need you to do for the next week or so, I need you to add 25 to 50 new people, but don't go too much higher over that. And then need you to start adding more friends to your Facebook page, especially if you want to make money. And my question is to you is like, what rank do you want to achieve in Tradera? Let me ask you that question first.
Well, I need like 5,000 a month. Really, I need to make 10,000 a month because I just got this new house, and I really need to make 6,000 a month, I think.
Okay, so 6,000 a month. Then, if you want to make 6,000 a month or 5,000 a month, then you need to have at least 5,000 Facebook friends.
Okay.
Or even kick it off and gradually build it up. But you need to max your Facebook page out. You need to find people that look like they are successful. Be picky about who you pick, and then make sure you do an introduction, introduce yourself. We have a script for that. And then I need you to start commenting on their posts and getting to know your social media page. And then once you do that, we'll start getting set. But in the meantime, in between time, all you need to do is can you find at least 3 people or 10 or 15 people you can invite by saying a simple script and invite them to a presentation and just at least get your 3 and free, and that's it. Can you do that at least?
Yeah, I talked to 10 people and they all told me no.
So my question is like, how did you approach it? What did you say? Did you use the system or did you do it your own way?
Well, I used the script and they told me that not right now.
So what did you say? When you say use the script, how did you say it?
Well, I sent it to them a message.
Oh, heck, I mean, oh well. It would probably be better. Let me tell you the best way to do this business. If you see people, you can send a script to them, and because so many people probably sending them information, you're probably not the other one. You just blending in with everybody else. So in order to really get their attention, well, how about this? Instead of sending a script, maybe do an introductory video and say hello and introduce yourself and kind of warm them up first, because you have to build trust with people on your social media. This is a relationship building business. So people usually would do business with you if they see you're interacting on their page, and pick out the top 10 or 20 that you want to get to know or you think might fit good for your team. Go start getting to know your social media friends so you can start commenting on their post. You can say, hello, pretty blouse, or a nice pic, or hey, how you doing today? And start interacting with them, because what's going to happen is they're going to get familiar with you. So now when you approach them with something, they're more familiar with you. You warm them up by commenting and socializing on their posts. So now you can approach them. They might pay attention to you a little bit better, and maybe even say, hey, it's okay we talk for a minute, or get their phone number. Or it's okay if I call you through here, or send them a video message or something like that.
Okay, but I'm scared to talk to them because I don't know them.
You weren't scared to put that script in their inbox, was you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you scared to talk to them. Why are you scared to talk to them? What do you think they're going to do to you?
I don't know, but it just makes me scary every time I think about it.
Okay, so this is what you should do then. So in order to overcome your fear, most of the time people have fear is because they lack confidence in what they're trying to present. How well would you say you know Tradera? Are you staying plugged in? Have you went to the meetings? Or you know what you can do? You can take one particular script and you can just keep practicing. Maybe call some friends or call someone on the team and say, can I practice this on you? I'm trying to overcome my fear. Also do personal development and overcoming fear, and find out why you're fearful of people. They ain't gonna bite you. They're not gonna do nothing to you. The worst they can say is no. Are you fearing that they're gonna say no to you?
I think that's it. I've tried so many things and this nothing just worked out for me.
So first of all, we got to change your mindset. Your mindset. The reason why you're not being successful because you're telling your mind that you can't do it or it's not going to work or I don't know and I'm scared and I'm not doing that. So let me ask you a question. If I was someone and I came to you and I'm coming to you for advice and I said, well, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. I could do that. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen for me. What would you think?
I would think that probably you should believe in yourself more.
Exactly. And so I'm telling you, you should believe in yourself more. You should start maybe kind of retraining your mindset and start doing some affirmations and start feeling more confident, kind of go into actress mode a little bit and say, hey, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to attract people into my life that are going to join my team and partner with me. I'm going to just say everything you're going to do and you say it every day until it becomes confident in you. And you say that on a daily basis and you will retrain your mindset. Now when you approach them, it's going to be different. Okay, let me ask you a question. Would you feel like if the next 2 weeks, you tell yourself that every day and you say it and every day you say it, you start feeling more confident and confident about it. Would you feel more confident about talking to somebody?
Yes.
Okay, well then that's what I need you to do. And then come see me in 2 weeks. I'm writing down your appointment.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, great.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy, y'all. Easy peasy. All right now. So yeah, all right, I'll let you all go. All right, I held y'all hostage long enough. I'll post this recording for everybody to see, but I'm telling you, if you do everything that was explained for the next 30 to 90 days, you won't even be able to recognize yourself for your life or your bank account, which is very, very nice. It'll be double or triple or something like that. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.